paladin, uh, uh, Brels. Brels can stack with anything.
Clerics are higher level.
Shh.
You guys probably won't even need it on these guys. Are they dropping anything interesting? Any like actual?
Nah, it's just XP.
A few gems. That's about it.
We did have one loot.
Oh yeah, the circle bone thing.
Yep.
So I actually have more mana than I do hit points. Finally got to that stage.
Nice.
What's your AC up to now?
1726.
This is what we got from here.
Oh god, mistakes were made.
It's actually pretty nice compared to Velas era. That's actually really nice.
I may zone this. Or die if I went the wrong way.
You want me to heal you?
Nope. Got me on good on it. Then you can tag off of that, ZK.
Why did you zone?
Funsies? Did you tag off me? Like, did you hear me?
Yeah, he got it.
I will let me go pull if he's back.
I
That was
back.
scary.
Why did you zone, Donald?
I had 4 mobs.
There's only one.
Yeah,
Because I'm a master paladin zoning splitter.
Mm-hmm. It's actually really well done for somebody who doesn't have a feign death.
Big brain. There may be 3 rooted in that hole when he turns the corner, to be honest.
There are, in fact, 3 rats staring at me.
I can get my Shroud Knight.
Should be one more on his way, but
Wow, the AA experience in here is pretty insane.
We technically can't even be. Shouldn't even
yeah, we shouldn't be here without killing Gromus.
Shh.
Well, they already know that it's a little messed up. The guy said he's gonna fix it eventually. It's just not huge on their priority list. They got things that they're really working on.
We've got an idea of what zones are and aren't able to log in. Like you can't go into. It seems like everything up to tier 3, so like you can't go into the tier 3s, but everything else is open. So there's still quite a bit of flagging we have to do.
Yeah.
Just want to skip the smaller stuff. The only thing I don't know about is if we can skip the hedge maze or not.
I mean, we did that one, and I think we got loot off of it that somebody wanted. So, like, that one's kind of a fun one to do. You just need an enchanter.
Right.
It actually is fun and rewarding.
Yeah.
But you definitely want a chanter. We made so many mistakes waking, with the mob or just overrun by. We had 6 or 8 mobs at one time. One spot.
At least, yeah.
Sal him.
We did not. But we didn't have any trouble until
it's towards like the halfway, 2/3 of the way through.
If you Sal him, that's when it becomes a true speed run.
Well, we were actually mezzing him so that we could met up during that run.
Oh, I actually didn't even know about that.
Yeah, the enchanter kept running out of mana on that one because he's having to mez so many people so long. Our DP, I think, what did we do? The first time we did it with one group, and the second time I think we did it with like a group and a half.
We could take up to 18 people.
Yeah, well, yeah, the second time was a lot faster.
So and easier.
Yeah. Well, we knew kind of what to, like, they gave us the same maze. You guys said they could be like different.
Yeah, it can be 3 different ones.
Yeah, it gave us the exact same one, so we kind of knew what was coming ahead of us before we actually got there. But yeah, I like that one. It's kind of a little creepy, little Halloween vibe. And speaking of Halloween, ISK, we'll be doing that Friday the 13th thing tomorrow.
Hell yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
What time are we doing that?
Sometime in the afternoon, if Donald doesn't get punched in the face and feces thrown at him at his job.
That's not happening. When you told me that story, like we're not allowed to, like we catch someone stealing, we're not allowed to touch them. Like we can get fired.
Really?
If we touch them.
Yeah, the protocol for most retail is if you see people fighting or stealing or anything like that, you just call the cops.
Nah, they called him over and he had to help pull her off of him.
Technically, she can,
Walmart,
technically she can sue Walmart for assault.
pretty much.
What?
I think she's a little too worried about the shit all over her face.
Coronavirus.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Dude, we have so many rules. Like, if there's a spill in our store, you're not allowed to say it over the intercom because people come running over to the spill so that they can fall down and sue you.
Oh my god.
It happens.
Walmart?
No, but I work in a grocery store.
Oh.
Pretty much all the same. I mean, not, but you know what I mean.
I would assume they're pretty close.
Some problems. But there's all sorts of rules about that, man. There was a guy. This is a true story. There was a manager that stopped a robbery. He had a gun or something, and he wasn't supposed to have it in there, obviously. But he shot the guy. The guy had a gun, and they fired him. He saved someone's life, saved the company, and because he had a gun, he got fired.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Technically, if someone runs over to our jewelry case, breaks it, and cuts their hand on the glass, they could sue it.
Wow.
Yeah, all they can say is, I was just mad. I didn't mean to break it. I wasn't robbing it. What's wrong with your glass?
No, he can actually say he was trying to break into it and rob it.
I remember that stuff happened in like California. I heard about like burglars breaking into people's houses, getting hurt doing it, and then suing the person they were breaking into.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that
as well.
that could only happen in California, but like, nah, I guess it happens everywhere.
Looks like Zickaroo is heading out. So if Dofi's still here, we can invite Dofi.
She was a minute ago.
I had.
He's not a sheep. Well, sort of.
Oh,
No.
Slowbro is there in the background too.
Oh, that's my box.
Oh, okay.
He's literally here to give me Avatar. That's it.
If you're around with 8, come back in after he leaves. We'll get you in the group, bro.
Technically, so when I worked at Target, a guy, I watched him cut open one of the paid phones, the prepaid phones, to get the phone out of it, which is stupid because we have to activate it at the register. But he cut it open, cut his hands, like all across his hand on the plastic. And when the cops came in, we had to get him to sign a paper saying he wouldn't sue. And then we didn't charge him.
Wow.
But he got away with theft. He didn't get the phone.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
but,
he didn't really get anything. All he did was damage property, but...
Yeah, but we said that we wouldn't charge him as long as he didn't sue the company.
So that's the thing, huh? Like, you get caught stealing something and you just slash a part of your body and you're like,
hand. You're good.
I won't sue.
Not
Smash
as
the-
here in Canada.
Smash the
Yeah, I was
glass,
gonna
cut
say.
your hand on it. Why is your glass breakable?
Because it's glass. I do like the new glass that they're coming out with. The ones that, well, it's been around for a while, but it's getting a lot cheaper, though. The ones when you pass electricity through it becomes opaque.
I did not know about that.
Oh, you haven't seen those?
I have not.
Oh, dude, they're so cool. Yeah, they got them where you can add it like as a thin film for like tinting yourself. It doesn't really look as good, or you can get it made into the glass itself, and it's actually down to a pretty reasonable price considering, you know, how fancy that kind of stuff is.
Is that you,
Yeah.
Dofi? Wait. Is it Dead one? Alright. Invite him, CK, if you can.
Alan?
Yeah, what? Dead Talon. Yeah.
Yeah, dynamic privacy glass is what it's called.
Sounds like someone creepy would use that in their house or something.
Well, for offices, when you have a conference room, when you actually have a conference in there, you maybe don't want everybody looking in for that specific meeting. But then the rest of the time you want it open and airy. Like you can turn it opaque or transparent. Showers, same thing.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. I have seen that kind of stuff. It's like when you close the door, that's when it becomes...
Well, it could be a switch. It could be the door. Like, it was whatever you want. It's just when you pass electricity through it, it becomes opaque. When you turn the electricity off, it stops. They got them at some of the airports. When there's bad weather, they'll turn them on so people won't be, seeing the big thunderstorm outside.
I wonder if you could run that stuff like in a pattern in the glass and create an image.
Yeah, no, I mean, you can literally get it as a tint, like sheets, and then install it yourself. So you could cut that and install it whatever pattern you wanted to.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, it's better if it's installed inside from what I've seen, because you're passing electricity through it. So if the corners get bent, then they don't no longer turn opaque anymore. And it's scratched, it kind of stops working as well.
I work for a print company. It's just where my brain goes.
Right. What were you thinking, like Mulan, Disney stuff all over your windows, or?
No.
I mean, your HOA might have a thing to say about it if it's a little bit too obscene, depending on what you put in there. Yeah. Oh, you don't got an HOA?
We employ like maybe 13 people. We're very small.
Ah, okay. No, I was just thinking as far as like in your house with the homeowners association.
Speaking of Disney, they shut down.
You mean trailer?
Yeah, whichever way. Is it Disney World or Disneyland? I heard about Disneyland. Yeah. Disney World, I guess, is the bigger version of it, and they're like, we're going to still make money.
I mean, to be fair, right now, you can get pretty cheap tickets.
If you could find
Very
a ticket.
cheap hotel room.
Technically, also the NCAA shut down as well. So shut down the season, so did the...
They just called the schools today, 3 weeks, all shut down.
Yep, all of ours too.
3 weeks, dude. Plus spring break, like that's... They're going to have an extra month to make up at the end of the year, if they even go back this year.
They're going to do online.
There's no...
Oh, are they? I hadn't heard that yet.
Yeah, that's the plan.
There's none of that virus in my town yet.
Well, that you know
That
of.
you know of.
Yeah.
No. It would be all over the news.
Well, no one that's reported it or know they have it.
The local news. Anyway.
That's one thing they were saying here is a lot of people want to get tested, but there's no test kits.
Yeah, they're running out of test kits. They're only testing people that are hospital levels.
Yeah, absolutely. Like almost positive that they have it.
Well, I'm gonna be in the hospital soon.
Dude.
Actually scary,
Yeah,
to be honest.
I'd push anything that was like
I don't
not a
know.
Well, I can't really do anything about it, man.
Yeah.
Surgery.
Well, I mean, but it's not life-threatening surgery.
It kind of is because I can't breathe out of my nose.
Oh.
But you're like 26 and you breathe out of your nose your whole life.
Yeah. But not very good.
I'm not making fun. I know it's important, but I mean, this is kind of a scary time right now, man.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's your choice. No, it's your choice.
What do you want me to do? You just want me to cancel everything and...
I mean, that's what they're telling people to do, yeah.
If you're concerned about it at all, I would ask your doctor, do you think this would be okay to cancel this for a month? If you don't give a shit, don't do anything.
Then
There's
again,
a lot of people that just think it's a government thing to get Trump elected.
Oh, yeah, my sister's kind of... Well, she doesn't think it's a conspiracy theory. She just doesn't think it's that serious. Like, it's not an issue. I'm like, they're shutting down half the country. What do you mean it's not an issue?
I don't think it's as serious as people make it out to be. More people die from the flu than anything else.
I read that article on that basketball player who touched all the mics. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
Apparently, he was touching all the mics to prove a point, saying that you can't get it from touching stuff, and then he got it from touching stuff.
Oh.
So, little poetic justice, although I don't wish that on anybody, but at the same time, like, I'm not a doctor. I gotta, trust doctors when they tell me something. I'm not a policeman. When the policeman tells me it's dangerous to go that way, I gotta kind of listen to him.
some officers and some policemen are corrupt and all that stuff.
Oh, I mean,
and
that's the same with anything, but like
Yeah.
at this stage of the game where you're seeing everything get shut down, they shut down the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Like, there's so much money in that.
E3.
Yeah. So
Already got shut down.
I just don't see them doing that unless there's a really good reason for it.
I mean,
Like I said, it's not here in my town, but in the state, it's here.
I'm not gonna start licking doorknobs just
Yeah,
to feel
neither
like a joke.
Sounds like a job for you, now.
I mean, if I thought it was a joke, I would do it, but
But
I don't think it is.
I'm gonna be. I don't know, man. I need to get it done, but at the same time, I don't.
I mean, my fiance is going into surgery tomorrow.
He's having a baby tomorrow, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's up,
That
Prime?
might be all right because a lot of times they have a whole different ward, but still, people, come in and out working there and stuff.
Oh, you know
The
they're
people
gonna,
work at 'em.
You know they're gonna
Oh,
be like
that-
extra cautious for the kids,
Yeah.
Right.
But I have heard that those places are getting robbed. Like people are going into the hospitals and stealing the hand sanitizer.
Yep. Face mask, gloves.
Which doesn't even surprise me, to be honest.
It's a little sad.
I mean, people are buying rolls of toilet paper.
Yeah, I don't get the whole toilet paper thing. The thing's over my head on that one.
They're reselling it for markup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. But then why are people going nuts buying it? Like I can understand it if you're out, right? Like everybody's bought all the toilet paper and you got to do something. You got to go, right? Like people, they have needs. But beyond that, like
The soap I understand, but toilet
That's-
paper just.
Did I tell you about the paper towel guy that I had the other day? Guy walks up to me on Monday, asking me if we had any toilet paper left. And I was like, no, we don't have any. And so he kind of looked at me. He goes, well, when's your next shipment? And I said, we probably might get some in later this week.
but they don't believe you, do they? Like they're like, I'm gonna stay here and wait for it.
Well, he didn't believe me. But like the other thing was about it was like he just kind of looked at me. Then he looked at the paper towel. And then he kind of looked back at me. Then walked over the paper towels, picks them up, comes up to me and goes, so where's your lotion?
Right.
And I was like, it's up at the pharmacy, my dude. Good luck with that.
Yeah, I mean, if you gotta go, you gotta go. You'll do whatever you gotta use, like banana leaves, tea leaves, whatever, You'll make do.
Napkins, stuff like that.
Invest in a bidet is all I gotta say.
People use napkins and stuff too.
Oh, looks like Primal's logging in.
Don't know if that's his password or what's going on with that.
Best money I ever spent was on a bidet. Yeah, dude, it's a little weird when you first use it, but then after a while you get used to it. And yeah, I would have to say that it's really worth it. And I would spring for the upgraded version that you can hook it into your hot water because there's nothing worse than cold water all over your butt.
So, what are these things? Ethereal parchment?
Oh, those are for pop spells. So when pop first released, you couldn't just buy your spells. You had to turn them in and hope you got the right one.
And even later on down the road, when you could just buy your spells, you can actually turn those in and then sell them.
Yep.
So the pop spells are anywhere from like 250, 300 plat for some of the higher end ones, 150 for the low end.
They're no trade. You can't. They're no trade. You can't.
You can sell them back
You
for
can sell the spells, yeah.
the spell, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spells are tradable. Not the parchments. But people would sell like loot rights and they would sell like the turn-ins, but like, hey, because you could turn them into any class, you didn't have to do that.
Right.
So, can we explore the zone a little bit, or we just want to stay at the entrance?
We could north. We can't really do because it's gonna start the Capron cycle, and that's just gonna wreck. But to the right, we can go to the butthole.
Whose butthole? Cypher's?
Sounds
Mouse?
great. Sounds
Some people
great.
call it Mouse's butthole, but
You got any
If
extra?
we lick it, do we get coronavirus for sure?
we get something.
We don't have enough
Let's
Get
go
stink eye,
there.
my friend. You have any extra water on you, Nano?
Let me look.
Wizards are awesome in this era. Guess because Cypher hits for 10k. So,
Oh yeah, that's one of the reasons I love POP so much is because Wizards just got so amazing.
But they're not too OP, you know. Like 10k sounds like a lot, and it definitely would be for Velious era. But these guys have like 500,000 hit points on some of those named guys.
1,000,000 hit points.
Yeah, some of the Lucklin stuff. But a lot of the pop bosses don't have nearly as much health as the Lucklin one.
That's true. I'm just saying, like, you're not taking 20-30% off of a boss. You're taking maybe 3-4%.
I don't know. He does.
I mean, he might if he mana burned.
Nah, he hasn't unlocked it yet. He still needs a few more AAs before he did that.
Nah, mana burn's no good.
It's pretty strong.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, it's a last ditch effort to do as much damage as possible. You get 6 wizards doing mana burn on a dragon, and the dragon's dead, dude. You're gonna get that DPS for sure.
Is the mana burn nerfed in this version?
How'd they nerf it?
They put a cooldown timer on it on the mob. So if someone nukes a mana burns a mob, there's a 1-minute timer on that mob, and no one else can mana burn it for.
Yeah, maybe. They said it's off of live, so if that's live, then it should be here.
It's not on TLPs because we used to have our wizards at the end mana burn at like 20%.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't back when it first came out. That's for sure.
Just because it's on live doesn't mean it needs to be.
Well, this is based off of live. The guys who are running the PEQ, and they're the ones doing it. So
but I understand that there's like 27, there's like 30 expansions now though. So
what I'm saying is they're the ones doing it, and we haven't made any changes to it. So if you think about it, if you ask a question like, "Is it here?" If it's on live, then chances are yes, it's here.
I understand that. I'm just saying there's 30 expansions plus in right.
I'm actually going to camp the shaman real quick. Alright, we can move up to the entrance to the butthole.
Is there anything over there worth getting, or is that just more mobs?
I mean, there's a couple named, but there's more mobs. I know ZK said he wanted to explore the zone.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's really nothing special in here except for the Capron cycle.
There's a couple raid mobs on my map. Not Bertoculus, but there's a couple others.
Yeah, one of them is the Capron cycle, which we don't have enough for. And then the other one is the Overlord, which we can try. It's to the south of it.
Yeah, to try it.
But it's like waves of mobs, so it might be something we need a enchanter for.
I think we need an enchanter or 2 groups for that, maybe.
We can root.
Pretty much the only people who can root are the people who are healing.
No, Nico's got a Fist of Nature.
That's not working properly on this server. It breaks almost immediately.
I got a snare.
Oh yeah, let's go kill Quorum.
Actually, that other guy. Oh, that's right. None of you guys are all 62 yet.
Alright, now we talked about the BOT minis.
Yeah, I was gonna say those are absolutely doable by one group. You've done that many times.
I at least want to see the rest of this zone or part of it.
Can't go north as we start the Capron cycle and they'll just wipe us. But we can go this way.
Oh, this is north.
This is the butthole.
Oh, this is north though. Unless my compass is broke.
Yeah, it is north.
Dude,
We're not going south to the Overlord.
So not south.
who thought this looked like a butthole, man? What kind of rectums are you guys looking at?
My
Once you get the inside, it looks more testancy.
What's up, Polecat? How you doing, man? As far as joining the server, you join it just the same way you join, P99 or 2002. You'd have to, if you haven't already, made an account on the EverQuest EMU site, and then download pretty much any of the clients out there. We recommend ROF from the PEQ site, but you could do it with Titanium. You could do it with the Project 2002 one. That's currently what I'm using at the moment, and it works fairly well. There's a few little problems with it.
There's the. You can get it, or you can get it in our Discord as well.
Can't find the server when I Google it. As far as a website, it doesn't have one yet. We only opened this thing up maybe 2 weeks ago, so you'll have to find it on the actual EverQuest EMU launcher.
Any chance I could get a disease cure?
Sure.
I don't know if we're gonna go through the trouble of making a website and all that though. I don't know. That's up to.
Who needs the cure?
Pico.
No, there's no patches like P99. You just get a version of EverQuest, like I said, Titanium or 2002 or ROF, and then log in to the EMQ EverQuest EMU site, not site, launcher, and scroll down the list, and you'll see us way down at the very bottom. Click on it, load in, and everything should work. And we already have an NPC set up in POK that you can hail for level 10 or under, and it will immediately level you up to level 60, give you the skills and the spells that you need for those levels, and then you can actually purchase for free from the vendor your best in slot Velius gear if you want that leg up. You can also level up the old-fashioned way, which is what some people are actually doing here on the server, so you'll have a handful of people to play with at that point. But I think right now, what did you guys say? There's like 18 people on?
Can I get bros? On.
You get nothing.
There's 13 on right now on the who all.
Yeah.
So
I'll buff in a second meeting, sir.
13 isn't bad.
It's a little warm and sticky in here.
That's what you.
What's that smell?
Nana. He was in here before we were.
Just let it happen.
Any classes we need more than any others? I would say play what you're going to enjoy, but you know, there is a lot of DPS. There's a lot of tanks on the server. I think we only have 2 people playing Enchanter right now, and there's only 1 cleric at the moment. But you know, we can make pretty much anything work. Only a couple of rogues.
Only one sorcerer or mage.
Now there's a few mages.
There's only one primary. I mean, a lot of people have a lot of different tunes, but if they're playing one as a primary, we don't count the ults as a tune.
Fed is a main. Shoop is a main. So 2 mages right there.
Okay.
Y'all can move up if you want.
I haven't seen Fett today. He was on last night though.
Got him the POJ trial flag for that one. Seems like we'll be doing that at least once a night for the most part. I don't know how long you're going to be on tonight, Donald, but if you get a little bit of time, you want to play the new Halo expansion that they released for that game.
I gotta work. I gotta work in the morning, but I only got like a couple hours left, probably. Working this one. Have you checked it out yet? Download it and see if it's 2-player or not, or co-op?
No, but I know it's at least 2-player co-op for the Xbox. So I assume this one would be 2-player co-op. Maybe I should check it out to make sure.
That one was like same console, right? Not like online.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, I mean the other one too. The last one we played, that wasn't online either for co-op, as far as I'm aware.
Oh, okay.
Talk about classic Halo.
Right.
I thought you guys played the campaign together, like not on Flip.
We did. That's what I'm saying. Like they added that in there where you could connect to other players and do the online co-op for that. But when it first came out, I don't think that was a thing.
Oh, it definitely wasn't.
This is the next one. Oh, we got another one.
I got this stupid disease, so I'll make that 16 counters.
Me too.
I can heal it.
I'll clue you guys in a second. Although I got a
Get him.
mob beating my ass right now.
We did something.
Oh, he's still on me.
You backed up into another one.
Move, man.
I'm casting a spell.
I'll heal you. I rooted it. Did that take that thing off of you, ZK?
It did, yeah.
Where's a good spot to experience at level 62? Greek's End is pretty good. This zone seems to be pretty good as well. Cryptic Decay. Bastions is decent experience, but mainly reason to go there is for the loot.
Seb, if you have the key. Oh, 51.
That's an OOC. Primal last in that chat.
Yeah, that's Shix.
I mean, 51 City of Mist, Soul B, Lower Guck. Yeah, they may be light blue in Greek's End, but there's an experience modifier for that zone, and it's just they're super easy to kill, and there's just so much experience. We spent maybe 4 hours in that zone one night, and I got something like 15 AAs. Like, it's ridiculous.
Greg's End is stupid.
Would you even want to grind AAs at 51?
Sure. I mean, if you're going to lock your guy at 52 for one of the dragons or something like that, you could get all the AAs you
Okay.
want.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
A run speed is awesome.
Yeah, especially when pulling.
Because I remember AA being equal to level 51.
I mean,
Like, that's how much experience it takes.
it is equal to the creatures of 51. So even if you're like level 70 and you kill a creature that would give experience to 51, you'll get AA off of that. You know, I mean, the downside is a lot of the AAs, especially the really good ones, have a level requirement on them. Yeah, you gotta be 60, 62, 65, something along those lines.
Scorpio. Yeah, but I definitely want to play that one, AC. I just don't know if I have time tonight.
Yeah, no, I don't want to keep you up too late.
I'll play with the AC. Gonna get it downloaded today.
I've been wanting to
See
play
how
it.
many.
If that's what you want to do, AC, it's up to you, man.
I miss playing Halo. I used to play it all the time.
It's a good game. We'll have to see how many people can go into the first campaign together. I know the last one we played was up to 4, which was fantastic. That was
Oh, that would be amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if nothing else, we could always do that one if we have a lot of people. But
Is this thing on?
Whoop.
Is this mic on?
Yeah, I hear you.
yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, we'll have to go in there and check it out.
Seb at 51 sounds scary. Yeah, I wouldn't do Seb at 51. I would do City of Mist, Soulby, Lower Gut.
That's Shix that's talking to you at 51.
I don't know, but P or J around the exit is good. Ooh.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Well, he can't really do Planet Justice. Like, he'd have to get the key. He had to get flat.
No.
No, that's tier
Well,
1.
Oh, is that tier 1?
He can zone in.
P.O. Justice.
What time zone is everybody at? United States, pretty much. We do have a few players that play in other parts of the world. I think we have somebody from Sweden and an Australian player. But most of the people here in the United States spread out in all the time zones.
Mostly Eastern and Central. We have a couple West, right?
Yeah,
That's about it.
that's what I said. There's a little bit of everything. There's a couple mountain time zones. Did you check with Taryn on him, see if she wants to come out for that Halloween thing?
I did not, but I will message her, see if she wants to play.
Yeah, it seems like something right up her alley because she likes a lot of those
Or if she has to work.
I'll murder you games. Can't remember the name of the one that she used to play, but man, she kicked her asses every single time. Dead by Daylight.
Damn, that thing kicked the crap out of me.
Yeah. Here too.
It's a tough rat, dude.
But to be fair, I wasn't using defensive or anything.
I don't think it was a named.
No, just a regular war rat. I actually don't see any names labeled on my map.
I try not to use defensive trash.
what zone are we in? We are in the Crypt of Decay.
Yeah.
In the butthole of Cryptid Decay.
All right.
Inside the butthole. We are the butt plugs.
Deep in.
I mean, you can see up on the roof, they got some polyps up there. This guy definitely needs to be checked out.
There's a great mystic. You might get on that one first. I'm rooting this
How
one.
far are y'all in there?
Yeah, halfway decent.
I mean, we're right at the butthole.
About 5 or 6 inches.
And you think I know where the butthole is?
I didn't even know this was called a butthole until we got in here.
Oh, this is a horrible slow.
Well, it was pretty obvious once we got in, though.
Can I get a disease cure impossible? We've got 18.
What, do you have a mage in there?
We do not.
I'm at the
Anybody else
entrance
need a
of
cure?
my enchanter guild.
I also need a cure as well, Nora.
Hold on. Hold on.
I got it.
I need you to be a shaman to abolish disease.
Cure the disease.
Did that one cast work?
Yep.
Experience good here, thanks. Hey, where at Griggs? Or Griggs, however you want to pronounce it. You got a pop.
No, that's the one I had rooted.
You gotta wonder what this guy's been doing, though, to have rats inside of his anus.
Not just one, but many.
In Mickey Mouse's clubhouse.
It's like a South Park episode. That has the hamster in there.
Libby Wings.
I still need a cure. You can, please.
I'm curing you.
I had 18 stacks of that slow, man. There we go, it's gone now.
I can't wait to start getting my defensive AAs.
How many points you need?
I got 6 more for Combat Fury, and then my Ferocity line. Then I'm switching to defense. So I've got,
Like another 15 or so.
yeah, I need 15 more before I can start doing defenses. Unless I find another attack one that I need.
Yeah, so I was telling these guys 150, 200 AAs each would probably be enough. I mean, it's not everything that you're going to need, and you can definitely go higher than that, but I think that gets rid of the essentials that everybody pretty much wants.
I think Warriors alone have like 150, 200 AAs just for defensive, not including
Yep.
threat and stuff like that.
Right.
Yep.
But the big ones, you know, like the stuff that that really matters.
Spell crits.
You know, the healing ones, I have a really hard time using those just effectively because you can't plan it out. Like, it just happens.
Yeah.
So I always heal when I know I'm going to, you know, the guy needs a heal. And if it does more than I need, it just goes to waste because...
We got another item, Scroll Charm.
Not too bad.
Not at all. Somebody loot that.
What do you think? Is that a bard earring for you now? Like dexterity, stamina?
Bards can't use
Cleric,
it.
druid, shaman.
Okay.
to know.
Just the mana's not bad on it though.
Yeah. I mean, wisdom and mana for a cleric for sure. Dexterity would just go to waste. I don't think there's anything I really ever need to proc.
A lot of the stuff.
What's he hammer?
Get like 6 different forms of gate in this version though.
Oh yeah, wizards get the spell that translocates the group to their bind point. I remember. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, go ahead. Somebody loot that. My bag's full. It's definitely not terrible.
I mean, if I didn't have Best in Slot Velia's gear, that would be absolutely better than what I'm wearing on my cleric on P99. But then again, that's 2 expansions back, so...
Did that rat go sideways for some people?
Twice.
Alright, I don't like that.
Like they turn on their side?
Yeah, they just turn.
I mean, he is a magical rat that lives in an anus.
Way to make it weird. Is it?
Yeah, Primal, those things drop all the time, and I don't think they're used for anything other than to get free spells. I don't think there's any
Yeah.
any quests other than that.
Should be able to just buy the spells and poke the same ones, I think. Could be mistaken though.
Yeah, I think there might be some that you'd have to trade in, because when I was looking at my cleric spells, there's some that I only got like 1 or 2 per level. And that could be the way it is. I'd have to go back and look at it to see what I should have, but...
That, I mean, depends on the class. There's some classes that get like 14 spells at level 61, and there's others that get
2, 3.
I think at 65 I got 2 spells. It just seemed kind of low, so...
Did you double check Alakazam?
I had not looked up anything.
Alakazam, looking your spells up on Alakazam, the levels would.
So he's saying they're quest spells, so I guess maybe there are some spells that you can't get any other way.
That should be on PvP, but...
Yeah, they're all there, even left. Except for the ancient spells, you can't buy those.
You have to get those from the gods.
It's not true. I bought one from a vendor.
Shh.
Is this one a tier 2 POP zone, or is this one just a tier 2?
Tier 2, I think. This COD?
This is tier 2.
There's all sorts of other parchments on these things rotten right now if he wants to come over and get some. Unless you guys are getting them.
I haven't been looting them because I didn't think we needed it for anything.
Oh yeah, you're right. Tier 2.
Tier 1 is just POJ, Planet Disease, and Planet...
Innovation and Nightmare?
Yep.
And POG.
We haven't done Nightmare yet. Should definitely go over there at some point.
Well, the hedge. But other than that, we haven't.
Yeah.
Let's take on that innovation dragon.
Although I have to say, this zone is probably what some people would consider a nightmare.
Hot behind you, but it's stunned and rooted.
He has a pretty long reach on him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I did get front end 13 downloaded, so.
Nice. I can't remember how big the lobbies are. It's like 10, I think.
It's gonna be fun playing Jason and killing you guys.
I mean, odds are, if Terra comes out, we're all gonna die. That's just what I'm saying.
Yeah, she's a beast at these games, man.
Makes you wonder sometimes.
And that's all she really plays. Occasionally she'll play EverQuest.
Sent her a game just a couple days ago when I sent you that one, Donald. Kind of reminded me of the original Friday the 13th on the Nintendo. You know, where you're walking from house to house, right? Except
Yeah.
it's black and white and it's on the PC, and it has slightly better graphics. I mean, it's still pixelated and everything like that, but it's like modern day pixelated on purpose, kind of thing.
Oh.
But like some of the pictures they were showing on there were super ass creepy, dude. And I'm like, not playing this one, but Tara might like this one. Yeah, I'm not big into horror games most of the time. I mean, that Deceit one was pretty good, and I've never played the Friday the 13th one, so that'll be interesting tomorrow.
I was just
Oh,
ready to say
and
Deceit
everything.
is amazing. We need to go back and play Deceit, man.
Dude, you guys are getting your asses kicked.
I just aggroed everything. Because I'm awesome.
Are we just bored in Deceit? Is that why we haven't played it, or?
Well, I'm just busy, I guess.
Or do you get burnt out on an AC?
Okay, that one's snared. I get a rooted or something.
Yes, no, maybe.
I get a group heal going.
Group heal?
Yeah.
You got like a free one, or is it just...
No.
Group heal.
Group heal.
Oh. Group heal is, oh man,
I'm
aggro.
almost out of mana, so that's fun.
Yeah, I do like using the pants. I mean, that one, occasionally I'll get one of those procs where I'll get more heal out of it than I should, and it will do like 1,000 on everybody.
Did you guys see where Tom Hanks and his wife have the coronavirus?
Mm-hmm. They said they got it because they were drinking Corona with a lime.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it was all over the news that they got it.
Yeah, and how many people did they touch it to?
A lot.
Taking pictures, signing autographs.
A lot.
You say naked pictures?
I mean, whatever they're into, I don't know. Well, what is he, like 70 now?
It's gotta be close to 70, dude.
I remember when he was captain in Saving Private Ryan. Oh,
Or
My
big
favorite-
back in the day?
yeah.
My favorite movie with him is Forrest Gump.
Oh man.
Like he did a Bachelor movie back then as well. You got the Money Pit. Dude has a long career, that's for sure.
He was in what was it, Bosom Buddies or something like that back in the day? Way back when?
I remember that. What was that one about?
It's a sitcom.
Oh,
Where him and
really?
the other guy they were in an all-woman apartment, so they had to dress like women all the time in order to stay in the apartment. Kind of like a Three's Company kind of a feel.
I completely missed that one. Was it any good?
Hilarious, dude. They, like you know, the landlord or whoever would come over and they'd be men chilling out drinking beer and they'd have to run and put their clothes on, calling like Mrs. Doubtfire kind of thing.
What was the name of it? I'm gonna look this one up.
I think it's Bosom Buddies. I'm old, bro. Remember?
That sounds interesting.
Or I'm so old I'm remembering it wrong.
That could be a thing too.
No,
Definitely.
it looks like two dudes, that's for sure. Let's see. Kip and
one
Harry,
guy.
two young studs working in a New York ad agency, come home to find their apartment building being demolished. Amy, the receptionist, convinces them to move into her complex. The problem is that it's a complex for women only, but the rent is cheap. Did they say who Kip and Harry are? They show pictures, but it doesn't... Like, they're definitely younger in these pictures. No, that is Tom Hanks. Holy shit, that's Tom Hanks.
Wow. I'm gonna have to watch that. But
One of his first things he did.
maybe you could add that to your Plex server, AC.
Let's see, who's the other guy? Oh my god, Tom Hanks as a chick is so bad. There's no way either one of them could have pulled that off. Like, their looks just don't... Yeah, I'm gonna check that one out. I don't think... Thanks for telling me about that one.
I'm definitely
It's weird. I'm not saying it's great, but it's weird. It is funny. I remember it being funny.
That's what I like. I like funny stuff. Things that are making me laugh, so... Is he trapped on an island with Wilson again? Not yet. Not yet. I heard almost all the those cruise ships have shut down except for, I think it was Carnival? Could be mistaken on the company, but there's one that's still going, and it's like going back and forth between Galveston and Mexico.
Wow.
And they interviewed the people coming off of the ship and going on the ship, and they were like, yeah, I don't care. You only live once. Like, Jesus, dude.
Wow.
Whole country's shutting down. These guys are like, whatever.
They've been waiting their whole lives to go on that cruise.
Possibly, although Shix goes on them a lot. He says the prices have come down dramatically from where they used to be, so... I don't know, maybe they get you with a lot of hidden fees, but I see on TV it's like $500-600. I'm like, that's... Yeah, I think about it. Like, the one I want to take is the one that goes to Alaska. Like, see the icebergs and stuff like that. Not very exciting for most people, but that's the one I always wanted to do. That's a couple grand. No, he is. His wife is Wilson, and he's quarantined on an island. No way! His wife's name is Rita Wilson.
Rita!
And he's quarantined on an island that he owns, I guess, maybe? Look this
Weird.
up. What are the odds? Now he can do a movie about himself.
And a wife.
Tom Hanks is not in the Corona quarantine with Wilson, the ball from Castaway. Tom Hanks got sick in Australia where Corona's testing isn't such a hassle.
I don't know. It's all over the news that he's got it. So.
No, Tom Hanks does not have the Wilson volleyball. No, but if his wife is called that. But his wife is Rita Wilson. Holy crap. Oh, but there's a fake viral photo of him and the Wilson ball, you know, going viral right now.
Was that a double entendre?
What's that?
Going viral.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't even think about it. Crap. Rico going down.
I trusted you.
This is your first mistake.
I was getting buffed up. That's why it was.
Yeah, I imagine with so many things down, though, like people are going to be watching Netflix like crazy.
Until they shut down Netflix.
I mean, no reason to shut it down.
Or the virus will go digital.
Yeah.
Well, then the EQ players are screwed, because what else are we going to do with our time?
I know, we'll have to go outside. Jeez.
The sun,
Yeah,
man.
no.
The sun.
The sun hurts my eyes.
I mean, I've gotten an AA so far. Not quite as good as Grieg's End, but it's not bad.
It's a change of pace.
Yeah, because we had been in there for a while now.
I always go over there with my shaman just when there's no one on. It's super easy and kind of relaxed. Definitely boring.
What's the last movie Tom Hanks was in? Was it that
Stupid one?
pirate one?
Yeah.
No, there's HMCS Phoenix. Like a U-boat gets kill on many of them, and he is a last hero.
So like a World War II movie is what that sounds like?
Yeah, yeah.
You saw that one, Donald, or no?
No. I haven't been watching some of his lately.
His last movie was A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood that Mr. Rogers won.
I walked out of that one, actually. Had nothing to do with Mr. Rogers.
Wait, you just didn't like it or what?
It's like 80% about the reporter.
I haven't seen it yet, so I'm not sure if I really want to.
Been kind of jonesing for a good sci-fi movie lately. Like I want something as good as like Alien, like the original one.
Alien Covenant.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching Picard. I think we're, what, 5 episodes in? I'm still waiting for it to start.
Yeah.
If we keep pulling this way, there's a named Plague Lord.
He's not up.
There's also Assassin.
Also
something.
not up.
Dang.
I've been looking, don't worry. I mean, I could train this entire section trying to figure out if there's a named up or not.
Sounds fun.
What's the worst that could happen?
I lose my level.
You got another one. Don't worry about it.
You got like 60 more other levels.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. We need to make a character just a sacrificing down. So we can get some stones, man. Come on.
Get some essence emeralds, yeah.
Wonder if they upped the limit on that, right? Because there used to be only up to 55, 56, something like that back in the day.
Yeah. I wonder if they did. I don't know. Be interesting to know.
Yay.
Alright, let's find out.
I need to okay, 1 second. Plus, I'm almost out of mana. So, or I've been low, so I'm gonna med and be right back.
Oh, hey, the warlord's up.
Is that a named?
And the crazed barbarian, or berserker, whatever he is, he has an axe. He has a sword, actually. There's another one with another sword.
Yeah, I would say start clearing that area and we'll pull it when Donald gets back.
Yeah, it looks like 3 named, quote, named. It's not any of the ones that are actually described on the map, but apparently these don't see through invis.
Really?
Yeah.
Odd.
Yeah. Oh, but this one does. This is the named.
Stunning it?
Wait, did you pull the named already?
I found one on the way back that just spawned.
Oh, okay.
It summons.
Is that the Deathcaster?
Yeah.
I'm on it. Yeah, this one's dark blue.
Yeah, you got a few nice hits on you.
That was good XP.
Turban, huh?
Eh,
Yeah. Even off of that one, it's just meh.
it's kind of cool, I guess, because like this is Cryptid Decay playing a disease kind of oriented. And it has the disease resists on it. You know what I mean? Kind of neat.
Yeah.
Gives you what you need. You know what I mean? At least, so to speak.
I mean, for 53, that's right up there with KO gear.
Yeah. That's kind of what this was designed for, to replace Gale. Get this war rat quick.
I don't know if it would replace KO, but it definitely is like on par with it.
Bastion of Thunder was designed to replace K.
Well, Velius was fire and ice, and a lot of pop is disease and poison. That's why Bard's got the AE resist songs. You would use, I think, is it? What is the guy underneath the chair here in Cryptid Decay? You had to have a Bard playing
Burtox.
Burtox. Yeah, you have to have a Bard playing that resist song, or you're gonna die. Although I don't know about AA resist and stuff that we may have, but then maybe we won't. But I remember being the Bard, and they told me no matter what I did, do not stop playing that song.
It's because there was a almost zone-wide AE. That really hurt. But it's also really hard to resist.
Yeah, but that was
also-
the new disease that they added, right? Like the new resist.
Corrupt, you mean?
No, it wasn't corruption or anything, or curse. I mean, curse was in weapon.
But the actual resist corrupt was not.
No, corrupt wasn't a thing yet.
That was DON.
Also, I just realized something. We can get some decent tank if we farm trade skill points.
Yeah, what do we need for that?
That's what I'm looking up now.
If you farm what? Who do you have to farm?
Someone's got a knife for a
Trade
sword.
skill
Or
mats, I'm
something.
trying to figure out what it is.
This is a named.
Oh yeah, Berserker.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I was heading to.
Someone just shrink me?
I don't know if this is better than what you have for pants. 43 AC, 10 stam, 10 dexterity, 4 stamina, 8 wisdom, 8 intellect, 10 agility.
That AC alone is better probably than all the tanks.
It is smithing, but it's 335 trivial.
Ooh,
Jinkies.
I'm gonna have to do a little bit of trade skill. What's the requirements for it? What's the max?
Sheet of molten ore times 3, liquid inferno temp.
Sounds like Plane of Fire stuff.
Oh yeah, it's planar gear. Never mind.
That's what it sounds like.
That's Plane of Fire, yeah, that's definitely better than what I'm wearing.
Yeah, if we unlock it.
Eventually. Gotta build
That's
up to that
fine.
point though.
I can't get past the entrance. I need an actual healer.
Yeah.
Wait, are you in Cryptid Decay?
Yeah, I killed a few mobs just to test it out.
Hey, you can bring him in here and take my spot. I'm gonna have to head out for about an hour and make some dinner.
I'm doing that too. I got like 30 minutes, I'll do the same thing.
Oh shit. Right, we're up it.
Got this one.
Mm, 13 damage, 22 delay.
Backstab damage though.
This is the zone that drops all the weapon upgrades, right?
1322.
It's the first weapon we've seen so far, but yeah, there might be more here.
I mean, off of like the this one's Bertox.
Yeah. Yeah, the backstab's
But there's some kind of process you have to go through to get him to spawn, right?
Yeah. Crypt of Decay. No. Yeah. Crypt of Decay trials, and then Bertox spawn.
I guess those
You
are
have to do the
like the
Capron
first tier 2
cycle.
trials.
So you have to do the Capron cycle to get flagged for Cryptic KB, which is underneath us. You click the throne at the entrance, it drops you down, then you have to do the Bertox Gauntlet, where you have to kill a bunch of raid target names that hit really, really hard. You have to do it within a time limit.
And that's the one with the maze in it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a long time.
Give me 1 second.
Well, we may. I mean, I don't have a lot of time. Someone's got a half hour. AC is going to leave us. We may want to port out in a little bit whenever
Or go back,
cleric's done.
go back to the entrance, and that way you guys can kill there for a little bit.
Yeah, clear back that way maybe. Got one ink. Because I don't have a lot longer either.
I said there was one more named up, right?
It was a warlord, but I don't know. Let me see what he drops. He drops an okay-ish belt. That's not going to be better than what you got.
Got a pop in camp.
So, what are we really working towards? To getting like each of us an ornate Planes of Power set or something?
Bastion. Yeah, Bastion is pretty much the only place that we can get everybody decent armor. They drop the chain, the plate, the silk. It's basically KO, like Ziki keeps saying.
Yep.
It's just upgraded armor. Until we can get everybody flagged and keyed to something stronger than that. But to do that, we need either more people or higher levels, more AAs, and slightly better gear. So that's why it's just kind of Bastion at the moment. I did all my AAs that increased my mana pool. Now I'm doing the AAs that will allow me to do some fancy stuff during big fights. Like I can immediately average out everybody's health. So if the tank's about to die, I can take life from everybody else and even it out. I can throw a Divine Aura on the tank if it really needs it, and then I can do a group.
Or the wizard when he over nukes and he's at 10%. Save him.
Yeah, little mana burn on that one, maybe.
Oh,
Not the kids will do that. I'm not saying that. You guys are glass cannons for sure.
ninth spell slot.
That's true. But I think that one is not for POP or Luckland. That one's further.
No, it's POP.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I mean, that wasn't designed for POP now. But we can obtain it.
I mean, if it's not supposed to be a POP, I guess it's kind of a judgment call whether you want to do it or not. I'll stay away from it for now, but I know some people are going a little further.
I know Druff said that he's not going to police AAs or spells. He's just not going to do that.
Right.
They're all up for grabs.
That seems reasonable.
Mainly, it's just for fun. I mean, that's what we're doing. So it's like the challenge you want to give yourself. If they're
So, what is our max AC tank sitting at right now? What are you at, Zoom?
I am at 1754.
For the fire, the minis and fire, what do we need? 4K, 5K AC for those?
No, you cannot get that right now.
Definitely not.
I mean, if we could start taking down some of the
Where the
raid
hell does all that
targets.
AC come from, though?
I mean, you can get upwards to 2K with time gear. But you also have to have a shield.
I have one.
Now you'll probably replace it before you get the fire, I would imagine,
Yeah,
or time.
the whole set.
I mean,
So.
I think I have
would think
max AC. I'm at 1825.
I was gonna say Noddle was like 20 points away from what ZK said he had, so it's pretty nuts.
Yeah, with my shield. I'm only at 1637, but I don't know. I think I'm missing buff or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think ZK, you might have missed a few pieces of armor that you should have gotten because Heat has a lot more hit points in AC than you do.
Phone call, Bearback.
With the Palladius Axe of Slaughter, I'm at 1887.
Oh, we got one coming down the hall.
Does that axe have AC on it?
It does. It's got 80 AC.
Yeah, but it's a two-hander.
So?
I'm just saying, like, if you're going to be the main tank, you probably won't be using that one.
I know. I'm just saying, when it gives me more AC.
Oops.
But the damage over one-hander is probably significant.
Yeah, so if he's off-tanking or something like that, then maybe, but if you're trying to hold aggro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use this 200 tanking. I'm just saying it gives me more AC as a 200.
Paladins and Shadow Knights definitely two-handed.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
With that Palladius
It's probably
Axe,
just
I
Hera, though.
with that Palladius Axe, I get up to 1887 AC.
Paladins end up using just the DA hammer and a shield.
Which we need to get that for Nodal.
What is the DA hammer? I've heard you guys talk about that.
So it's the Hammer of Divine Consecration or something like that. It's a hammer that you can get in Griggs and for clerics and paladins. It's a proc, like a combat proc, that when you hit something you have a chance of just popping DA for like 20 seconds.
But is that actually viable though? Because DA drops aggro though, doesn't
Nope. So DA drops aggro, yes, but not for ramp tanking. So the way ramp tanking works is the paladin will run in, tag the mob, and then the tank will pull off. Typically, the paladin will pull like with stun or something like that, get a bunch of threat, and the tank will pull off. When the paladin hits with the DA hammer and it procs, he's still the target for ramp, but he won't have like the main threat aggro.
Right.
The way DA works is if the mob can't target you, it moves it onto its next list. But when the DA drops off, it'll swap back to you. But for ramp, because it's targeting the second person on the list and not the first, it just goes to them anyways. But he doesn't take any damage in DA, so.
You hear that, Nano?
Yeah.
Talked about it earlier.
I'm gonna get you that hammer, man.
Oh, it's sick. You made it.
Yay, I'm not alone anymore.
Oh, you got somebody else behind you.
Neither are you guys.
Feign death.
I sure did.
Not real feign death, but
I just got too anxious. I saw you guys were getting close.
Oh, no, you did. Is that your other tune?
Is that guy?
Yeah. Res him.
Doing a repeal.
Yeah, if I'm gonna be tanking, I need to. I'm not gonna be using that two-hander. Although that two-hander is nice, 51 attack, and then the delay is 46. Stupid quick.
But yeah, see, that's the butthole right there. If you want to poke your head in there, smell it up.
It's been used a little bit, so you know.
I mean, somebody broke that door down. Didn't even go in nice, easy like.
Vape ran in and out of the butthole like 6 times. So it's all
Yeah.
weird on the inside. I don't know what he was doing with that big purple sword in
has its
there.
own back door.
don't tell him it, buddy.
I got it all on a cell phone.
Ooh.
By the way, I did find some healing potions that you could buy in POK. I went ahead and bought those. So like when you run out of mana, you just click the heal over time potion, and I had regular healing potion to heal. Well, so
Yeah, Cypher got the mana potion ones, but those aren't error either, so.
Oh, he's
Put
going to
on
XP at the entrance.
your fungi.
So he deleted his, but.
I mean,
If
I
you
can
guys
buy 'em.
XP at the entrance, you should be able to do it until I get back.
Oh, there's one of these on this mob if somebody wants it. Might clear your thing for once. I don't think I'll make it an hour, but I can hang out if you guys need me to, want me to, for a little bit.
All right,
Mid
guys.
the entrance.
Those that are watching, we're going to end the stream here for a little bit, grab some food, and maybe come back about an hour or so. Most likely tomorrow we will be streaming the Friday the 13th content. So we're going to be doing the game Friday the 13th. We'll do a little bit of Deceit, maybe a few of the other ones. I think you guys said maybe Stick Fight. Basically just having a, Halloween-ish themed stream for the whole day.
Yeah.
But as always, guys, we will catch you next time.